On this rack right over here, I am seeing lots of beautiful, fragrant, pre-potted English lavender plants. They are not only gorgeous, they are very fragrant as well. Let's take a closer look at the tag. This happens to be the fresh and fragrant Spanish Nuke lavender. Large, beautiful, dark purple color blooms. Lots of dense, bright green foliage. Let's turn the tag around and take a closer look at the description. It says that this plant needs 68 hours of full sun. Rotate plant every few days to allow sunlight to reach all the leaves. Watering, drought tolerant, weather when soil feels dry to the touch. Prune when in bloom attracts bees, butterflies, and birds. Gently trim after flush of flowers have faded. This is a perennial in zone 7 through 11. Space plant 2 to 4 feet apart, height up to 3 feet tall. The asking price this year for the 6-inch lavender plant is $14.98. Next to the English Nuke lavender are beautiful, blooming, pre-potted rosemary plants. The fragrance is just out of this world. Love the beautiful wooden snowflake accent. These are 6.5-inch rosemary Hills hardy cones. This year the asking price is $14.98 as well. The container is 2.5 quarts or 2.37 liter equivalent. Beautiful, pristine condition of the plants. Lots of beautiful, large-size tropical houseplants for sale at Home Depot Garden Center as well. Let's start with this plant right over here. Beautiful, large, glossy green foliage, and this happens to be the Swiss cheese philodendron. Beautiful houseplant that requires bright light exposure. It is a climbing plant that requires temperatures between 65 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Care, avoid cold drafts. Fertilize with all-purpose fertilizer. Maintain soil on the drier side. This year, the asking price for this beautiful, large, tropical houseplant is $29.98. Next to it is this beautiful, large-sized white bird of paradise plant. According to the tag in the description, white bird of paradise is a part-sun shrub. There is the full botanical name. White by attractive foliage, great for containers. Mature height will reach up to 20 feet, and when kept in perfect condition, it does produce beautiful blooms as well. Let's turn the tag around. Blooms early to late spring, spaced 10 feet apart, hardy to 30 degrees Fahrenheit, maintain moderately moist soil. This year, the asking price is $29.98 as well. Let's move on right along and take a look at this gorgeous alocasia. Just look at the coloring on the foliage. It's a combination of yellow and lime green colors. Beautiful pattern container as well. Alocasia does need part sun exposure. Makes a great patio tropical. Wide by attractive foliage, great for containers. It is an arching plant, and you could see for yourself how the foliage bends down, arches over. Let's take a closer look. Height varies, space varies as well, depending on the sizing of the container you planted in. Hardy down to 10 degrees Fahrenheit, grows well at water's edge or in bag gardens as well. This year, the asking price is $29.98. Moving on right along, let's take a look at this showstopper. I am loving the combinations of all these colors on the foliage. Large oval-shaped leaves. This happens to be the 10-inch Dieffenbachia plant. The asking price this year is $29.98 as well. And I'm seeing lots of new foliage growth right over here, which is great. Tells us that this plant is super happy. Next to it is the beautiful blooming peace lily plant. You could see lots of new foliage growth as well. Let's take a closer look at the tag. This is by Living Accents, Peace Lily. There's the full botanical name for you, for those who are interested. It does need low light exposure. It's known to generate oxygen. Why buy? Low maintenance adds a finishing touch. Upright growing habit requires temperatures between 65 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit to grow, thrive, and to bloom. Care, avoid direct sunlight. Fertilize regularly for best results. Maintain moderately moist soil. This year, the asking price for the 10-inch piece lily plant is $29.98 as well. And next to it is this beautiful braided money tree, Opachira aquatica. Beautiful shape, braided shape of the trunk. $34.98 is the asking price. Pachira aquaticas do need bright light exposure. They're easy to grow and add beautiful finishing touch. The temperature requirement is 55 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Place outdoors in warm weather and water thoroughly when soil is moderately dry. Beautiful condition of the plant. Next are these beautiful oxygen generating yucca plants. Love the sword-like shaped foliage. Let's take a closer look at the description. These are by Living Accents. There's the full botanical name. Yuccas do require bright light exposure. They do generate oxygen, add finishing touches to your home, have attractive foliage. Need temperatures between 65 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Do not allow the plants to stand in water. Fertilize when actively growing. Water thoroughly. Dry out moderately between waterings. Regardless of the variety, the asking price is $29.98. Right over here on the floor in this bright white colored container is a gorgeous, glossy, healthy Z plant. Love the dark color on the foliage. It's almost purple black in color. That's how dark it is. The asking price is $34.98. All of the tropical hanging baskets, which includes pothos, Christmas cacti, philodendrons, among others, are now on a special buy sale. These hanging baskets are 8 inches in sizing. The original price was $19.98. They're now all $14.88. Beautiful, tall, healthy snake plant, also known as Sansevieria. Let's take a closer look at that tag in the description. This plant is a houseplant by Living Accents, which does need bright light exposure. Why buy? Easy to grow, attractive foliage, generates oxygen. Let's take a look at the bag. Does need warm temperatures between 65 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Avoid overwatering. Fertilize every fourth watering and active growth. Maintain soil on the dry side. The asking price for the snake plant or Sansevieria is $49.98. Next to the snake plant is this gorgeous, large, healthy, glossy foliage ginger plant. Isn't it absolutely stunning? This year, the asking price for the 14-inch ginger plant is $69.98. Here is a beautiful assorted foliage plant. Look how beautiful this new foliage growth is. Bright red coloring on the back of the leaf. Glossy dark green coloring of the foliage. Let's take a closer look at the tag. This is by Accents Living Foliage Plant. House plant, which requires bright light, generates oxygen. Why buy? Attractive foliage, low maintenance, requires temperature between 60 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Avoid overwatering. Fertilize monthly when actively growing. Maintain moderately moist soil. The tag on the container states that this is a Ficus elastica plant, also known as rubber plant. Burgundy coloring of the foliage. The asking price is $49.98. Why buy? Easy to grow, low maintenance. Beautiful, tall, white bird of paradise plant in number 12 size container for the asking price of $49.98. This plant is by Living Accent and does require bright light exposure. Pristine condition of the plant, and I'm seeing new leaf growth right here in the center. Next to the white bird of paradise is this beautiful, tall, fiddle leaf fig Beautiful, rounded, green, glossy foliage. Let's take a look at the tag in the description as always. Fiddle leaf fig, also known as Ficus lyrata, does need bright light exposure. Why buy attractive foliage, low maintenance, upright growing habits, temperatures between 60 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, place outdoors in warmer weather, fertilize monthly when actively growing, maintain moderately moist soil. The asking price for the fiddle leaf fig plant is $49.98. How about these beautiful, bright, colorful, glossy croton plants? As always, let's take a closer look at the tag. These are by Living Accents. Croton, there's the full botanical name. Bright light required, upright growing habits. Why buy? Easy to grow, attractive foliage. Requires temperatures 55 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Avoid cold drafts. Fertilize when actively growing. Maintain thoroughly moist soil. The asking price for these beautiful croton plants is $39.98. Some beautiful, smaller sized yucca cane plant. Look at all the new growth. These plants seem so happy. Beautiful pattern, white color ceramic container. This is the yucca cane. Let's take a closer look at the description. This plant is tough, drought tolerant, requires full sun, prefers dry soil, little watering needed. You can keep it indoors or outdoors, but the temperatures have to be at least 45 degrees Fahrenheit. The asking price for the yucca canes is $17.98. What about this beauty right over here? Looks like one last plant left. Beautiful shape and coloring as well as texturing of the foliage. Lots of new foliage growth. This happens to be the 5.5-inch Amaryllis cane for the asking price of $17.98. Also beautiful, bright, white colored ceramic container. Just look how thick and beautiful this trunk looks. Beautiful, healthy aglaonema plants. You have your red aglaonema right over here, or you have your traditional green aglaonema. Let's take a closer look at the pricing. This is the super premium aglaonema reds number 6 size container, $16.98. Let me see if I can get us a better. Just standing on the care. Needs temperature between 60 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Avoid overwatering. Fertilize monthly when actively growing. The green foliage aglaonema plant is also $16.98. What about this beautiful, fun, healthy, just look at all the new foliage growth, Dracaena Hawaiian sunshine plant. It is 6 inches in sizing and the asking price is $16.98. Next here are these beautiful parlor palm bellas. Let's take a closer look at the tag. These are beautiful tropical houseplants which require medium light. Why buy? Low maintenance, attractive foliage. Temperatures between 60 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Avoid cold drafts. Use all-purpose fertilizer. Mature height will be 18 to 36 inches. Not hardy. Grows as an annual. Beautiful bright green foliage. Asking price is $16.98. Lots of gorgeous blooming bromeliad plants. This one is getting ready to open up and bloom. You have your smaller size bromeliads who come in these beautiful terracotta containers. The asking price is $9.98. You have your medium size bromeliad plants also come in beautiful terracotta containers. Beautiful bromeliad plants. Just look at all the coloring. This one's getting ready to open up and bloom. You have your smaller size bromeliad plants which come in beautiful terracotta containers for the asking price of $9.98. You have your medium size bromeliad plants that also come in beautiful terracotta containers for the asking price of $21.98. What about this beautiful pre-potted bromeliad plant where you have 3 different colored blooms in one gorgeous 8-inch ceramic container for the asking price of $39.98. Let's see what the care instructions tell us. Temperature 60 to 90 degrees. Fill center cup with water. Fertilize with liquid fertilizer. Beautiful plant. Would make an excellent holiday present. Next to the bromeliads are beautiful pre-potted lucky bamboo. Gorgeous ceramic planters. You can see how many plants are intertwined into one container. Let's take a closer look at the tag. This is that Dracaena sanderiana by Living Accents. Care. Temperature 65 to 75 Fahrenheit minimum. Avoid direct sunlight. Do not fertilize. Must be submerged in water. You could see how the lucky bamboo plant is submerged into water with beautiful pebble accent. The asking price for this larger size lucky bamboo plant is $29.98. And then you have these smaller lucky bamboo plants right over here with beautiful green color pattern container. There are 3 bamboos in one plant intertwined. The asking price is $12.98. And then you could choose this beautiful potted lucky bamboo plant. Very healthy, very happy plant in this beautiful green colored elephant ceramic container for the asking price of $24.98. Next to the lucky bamboo are our Christmas cacti plants. Some are actively blooming. Majority have lots of closed flower buds, come pre-potted in very pretty bright red colored containers. This year the asking price is $12.98 for a number 6.5 sized container. Look how beautiful and colorful these blooms are. Beautiful, colorful, fully blooming cyclamen plants for sale as well for the asking price of $9.98 for this number 5 sized metal container. Aren't they beautiful? And you could choose among the various colors of the bloom. Right next to the cyclamen are some beautiful bonsai plant by Living Accents. Bonsais do need bright light exposure, adds a finishing touch and a stylish decor. This happens to be the dwarf bonsai houseplant. Beautiful coloring of the foliage, various bonsai varieties available. Regardless of the variety, the asking price this year is $19.98 for 1.25 quart or 1.18 liter size container. Beautiful H2O bowls by proven winners. You have your philodendron, you have your syngonium plants, beautiful coloring of the foliage. You also have your snowy morning plant. Regardless of the plant variety, the asking price for these Leaf Joy H2O plant bowls is $19.98. You could clearly see the root system of the plants, and you need to refill the water when it goes below the low line point. Beautiful, blooming, tall Phalaenopsis orchids, various colors of the blooms to choose from. The asking price for number 6 size Phalaenopsis orchids are $22.98. Beautiful, healthy, tall, pre-potted 11-inch rosemary Tuscan blue cone plants for the asking price of $59.98. Beautiful, healthy alocasia plants for the asking price of $16.98. They come in number 6 size plastic containers. This happens to be the elephant's ear poly alocasia variety, which does need medium light exposure. The mature established height will vary. You should water the plant weekly and fertilize monthly when it's actively growing. On this rack, I'm seeing some beautiful house plants by proven winners. Right over here with this beautiful, bright, colorful foliage is the Socialite Trio Star by proven winners. According to the tag, this plant tolerates low light conditions, perfect in a humid bathroom. Has a small stature, low maintenance variety, perfect for a desk or a small table. Each plant comes in beautiful white colored ceramic containers. Right over here with this beautiful green glossy foliage is our Prismacolor Green Princess Philodendron Hybrid, also for the asking price of $19.99. This philodendron variety prefers high light. For brightly lit spaces, tolerates low light conditions as well. Perfect in a humid bathroom. A small stature, low maintenance variety, perfect for desk or a small table. Beautiful condition of the plant. You could see all the new foliage growth. Right over here is a healthy, beautiful Klingon Anastasia Ficus, also $19.98 is the asking price. Tolerates low light conditions, small stature, low maintenance. There are also very clear care instructions on the back and tells you where to use. What about this showstopper? You have your off-white colors, pinks, greens, magentas. This happens to be the Chromabilis Ficus elastica. Highlight plants for brightly lit spaces, also by proven winners. As always, they're clear light, watering, fertilization structures, as well as helpful tips. This plant needs to be in temperatures between 60 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit, which is equivalent to 15 to 29 degrees Celsius. Regardless of the plant variety, the asking price is $19.98 per plant. How beautiful are these rosemary topiary trees? They come pre-potted in beautiful red glossy containers. You could see how the trunk has been interbraided. The asking price this year for these beautiful 4.5-inch rosemary topiary trees is $11.98. What a beautiful holiday present. More beautiful waxed amaryllis bulbs. These come in these clear boxes, which make perfect holiday gifts. Some are coming up with closed flower bulbs, some are ready to open up, and some just can't wait to get out and bloom. The asking price for this indoor blooming waxed amaryllis bulb is $16.98. Look at all the new waxed amaryllis bulbs. Aren't they beautiful? The asking price this year for the waxed amaryllis bulbs, which by the way do not need any watering, are $9.98 for each bulb. You could clearly see that these bulbs have been placed through their dormancy period and are just starting to wake up and put on the foliage and flower bulb growth. Amaryllis bulbs are perennials, guys. So if you do want to remove the waxing in its entirety and repot these bulbs in a pot or container with well-draining soil, it will rebloom for you year after year around the winter holiday seasons. If you're interested in how I place my amaryllis bulbs into their dormancy phase each year and have them rebloom just in time for Christmas and New Year holiday season, I still have the video available on my gardening channel, Gardening in Cold Spring Harbor. So please make sure you check that video out as well. Some beautiful pre-potted amaryllis bulbs as well. Gorgeous moss and berry accents. Some are just starting to wake up from the dormancy period. Some already have put on the foliage. Regardless of the bulb variety, the asking price is $19.98. Comes with pretty red and white colored bow and a gift message on the back. Beautiful Norfolk Island pines, which come decorated with bright glittery red Christmas tree ornaments. You have your larger sized Norfolk Island pines for the asking price of $29.98. You have your medium-sized pre-potted Norfolk Island pines with beautiful accent on the plant and gorgeous gift wrapping paper for the asking price of $16.98. And then you have your smaller size Norfolk Island pine plants as well. This year the asking price is $9.98 for 4-inch size plant or 16.6 ounce containers. Lots of beautiful pre-potted succulents in stock as well. Some are smaller, some are larger, and then you have this beautiful holiday deco succulent 5.5 size container on a special buy sale for $7.88. Look how large and healthy these succulent plants look. You have this beautiful 8-inch holiday succulent garden for $29.98. Beautiful healthy condition of the plants and gorgeous frosted berry accents. Beautiful small sized pre-potted succulent plants as well. Gorgeous ceramic containers. These are 2-inch deco green plants for the asking price of $5.98. And then you have your beautiful deco holiday 6.5-inch succulents on sale. The original price was $16.98. They are now $12.88. Look how beautiful, large, and healthy these succulent plants look. Let's see what the tag tells us. It tells us that these plants need to be kept between 60 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, which is equivalent to 10 to 30 degrees Celsius. Minimal watering, no pruning. Part sunlight exposure needed. This is it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed the content of today's video, if you found today's video to be useful, helpful, informative, and absolutely in a way, don't be shy, guys. Show me that support by clicking thumbs up below. Leave your comments in the comment section as well. Let me know what kind of fresh, beautiful houseplants that your Home Depot Garden Center has in stock now in December 2024. For those who haven't yet subscribed to my gardening channel, Gardening in Cold Spring Harbor, please do not wait any longer. Do so today by going below this video and clicking the subscribe button. Don't forget to click the bell icon below as well so you can get notifications from YouTube each time I'll upload a new video. Stay healthy, happy, be well. Each and every single one of you. Stay healthy, safe, and warm. And happy gardening, guys. And I'll see you again in my new upcoming videos. Bye, guys.